Hey, good Friday. Happy Friday, YouTube family. And also, happy Halloween, YouTube family, as well. Okay? So, I'm bringing y'all the Braxton Season 2, Episode 4. And it takes up with Tony saying, so Tamar asks who sent the cease and desist. And then Trina says that she did not. She did not. And then Tawanda said that the down payment is Tawanda saying that she didn't. I believe Tawanda did. And then Tawanda got bold and said that the down payment that Tamar paid was not $50,000. It was only 30,000. And I'm like, regardless of how much that it was, she was sitting up there saying that that was not, that was a gift. And Tamar is honestly saying that she wants her. And Tamar said, give her money. And she talking to Wanda. And since Tawanda's sitting up there trying to be all bold and shit like that, then she told her, she said, well, give me my money back then. Give me my money back. Is what she said. She said, give her money back. And I'm like, give her money back, Tawanda. Since you supposedly got it and you hollering about some, it was a gift, it was a gift, it was a gift. She knows she ain't got the money to give her that money back, okay? And then they just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Tony said, enough, in her little soft voice. You know, she telling them enough, enough, enough. And then they still talking over her, and then she said, enough! And then Tawanda said, I'm sorry, Tony. I am not going to argue with a sick person. And then Tamar said, oh, so you playing with my mental health? You playing with my mental health, which she was, and she was trying to irritate Tamar. Then Tony said that she has been there for Tamar because Tamar said, well, you ain't been there for me. You ain't been there for me. In addition to everybody else, you ain't been there for me. And then Tony said in her, in her confessional, she said that she has been there for Tamar. And then published and all she did. And she also said that her and Tamar talked about Ashley being on the show. And Tony said also that her publicist was, instructed to help out her, Tamar, and all of the sisters. Then Trina and Tawanda was just sitting there, and I'm looking and looking. But Trina is over there drinking that water, because baby, she needs that water, because she done had a few drinks before she got to that location. And she has, because she got a drinking problem. And then Tamar said that I have not effed your man. I have not effed your man. She must have said Birdman, because they bleeped it out. And then she pointed at Tawanda, and she said Tawanda has. Then Tony got up. I said, Tamar, don't F with Tony. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Then Trina got in the middle of, to de-escalate the situation or whatever. And Tony is very, very short under Tamar. And then that's when Tawanda said that Tawanda is trying to talk to Tony to continue to de-escalate. Then Tamar said she is said to have pulled her hair. Somebody pulled Trina's hair now. Somebody pulled Trina's hair. However, we're not sure if it was Tamar or not. I rewinded that about 4 times to see if it was Tamar. And then, only thing that I know for a fact that Tamar did, then Tawanda told Tony to press charges on Tamar. And then Tony said, no, I'm not finna do that. I'm just finna go. And then, Tamar, she's still arguing back and forth with Tawanda and Trina. And then Tawanda in the confession, she said, oh my goodness, she just doing the most. She pulled Trina's hair, and then she kicked Trina. And then Tamar said, I kicked her. cause she hit me. And I'm home to believe that they have edited that footage to make it seem like Tamar is the antagonist, and she attacked all of them. I'm sure that that's what they did, because Tamar said that she did not pull her hair. And she said that Trina pushed her. And I can believe it. I can believe it. And then melee and all this and that, you can't really say who did what and who didn't do what. I'm just going to go back and just say that you can't really say who did something and who didn't do something. And then for Tawanda just to automatically just say, Tamar, what she did is she kicked Trina. She kicked Trina and then she pushed Trina. And then everybody said, Tamar said, I'm out. And Toni was already out. And she said that she was just going to leave. Okay? And then they demiked Trina and Tawanda. They both demiked, I guess, because they got the scene that they wanted to get the scene. I'm like, y'all be on that bullshit. And then they showed Tawanda. Then she talked to Trina saying that she feels unsafe. I'm like, girl, shut up. And Tawanda and Trina, they meet for measurements for dresses. Plus, they are drinking champagne. Trina's favorite thing to do. And Toni is rehearsing for her jazz in the gardens. And then no chairs or nothing is set up. Her phone was blowing up, with her mama and all the issues and the melee about just stuff that's just going on within the family and regarding, the show. And then regarding, news. And then she gets the news that Angie Stone has passed, and then she said that Angie Stone was one of her good friends, and they shared backup dances. They shared everything on the scene, and she said that just really is a lot for her. And then Tawanda's bridal shower is the day before her Miami show, and then Tawanda makes sure to say in the confessional that she does not want any negative energy around her, because they was asking, is Tamar gonna be there? And she said she don't want no negative energy around her. And I'm like, okay, girl. And then Toni calls to say that she is not going to make it to her shower. And then Tawanda says that she in the confessional, and she said that she is confused why Toni didn't just block out her shows now, block out her money and her shows to attend her shower. I'm like, shut the fuck up, girl. Because Tawanda, that is Toni's bread and butter and career. I'm like, get real, girl. And everything is not about you all the time. And everything what I was just expecting my sisters to be there. I was just expecting my sisters to be there. And my sisters are not going to be here. I'm like, girl, hush. And then Trina starts to say that Tawanda is teary-eyed. And then she states that Tawanda is always there for everyone aside from her not getting that support. I'm like, y'all making too much of it. And then Tawanda says that it is hard for her not to be excited about her shower. And I'm like, girl, okay. Anyway, moving on from her and her melee and her drama. And Tamar pulls up in a Ferrari for her photo shoot to promote her new EP. And she got some good footage. And then Tamar meets with her showrunner, and she says she knows that they are sisters. He said he knows that they are sisters, and this and this. Not. So pretty much the show is trying to push them to get this footage, and it's like real issues going on in their family. And I'm like, y'all can't always get footage, because this is a thing. This is real stuff. And then my whole thing is, the showrunner, they just really want that footage. They really want that footage. The Tamar footage should have been enough for her career. And then for her photo shoot too. That should have been enough. But y'all still have to ask, okay. Well, what's going on with the sisters? What's going on? And then he's talking about something. Tamar says that they are sisters, and he says that he knows that they are sisters. And she says that if anything else changes, to let her know. And she leaves because, I mean, he caused the scene to end that scene, and he should have did that, because my whole thing is you can't be pushing people just for a show. Okay? I understand that you got to get the show. I understand every single thing. However, you just cannot do that. You have to give people time to prepare. And all this and all that. Come on now. And they ended the scene. And we get to Tawanda. And Tawanda is getting her makeup done at her house. And she is asked, is Tamar coming? Like they keep doing, is Tamar coming? And she says she does not say anything. And the thing for her wedding is Bridgerton. And then they all actually look cute. And then Brooke and Miss E, they look cute too. And everyone is not waiting for her. Like she said, that people should be waiting for me, and they should be when I arrived, everyone should be waiting for me to arrive. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. Okay? Because everyone is not waiting for her. All of the ladies of honor. And she says she's hyperventilating. And everything is supposed to be perfect. And everything is supposed to work out. And then Trina arrives, and she says that she stayed back to stay on top of her husband Vaughn's situation to make sure that he's okay before she attended her sister's bridal shower and the wedding too. And Trina looked pretty, and I'm like, girl, Tawanda, everything is not about you. Everything is not about you. Everything is not about you. I'm gonna keep saying that she's very, very selfish, and she's very, very mean and nasty. And I mean she's mean and nasty because she is very mean and very nasty. She's a nasty and a mean person. So much she is. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. I don't. So this was my short, recap / review of the Braxton family values, because it's the same thing on top of the same thing that's continuing to happen. I'm like, y'all stop. Y'all need to stop. Because all of this is a situation where it's just almost like the show needs to be canceled. The show should have never been brought back, because y'all are not giving anything that's new. It's always the same bitter going off. This person, always blaming Tamar, always blaming each other. And then first it was Denise, and then it's Ashley, and then Tony admitted, and Tamar, she said in the confessional, Tony said in the confessional, and Tamar never denied that she did talk to Tony, and they did make it known that Ashley was going to come on the show. Now, she might have gotten it wrong about which Braxton show that she was going to do, but Tony said in the confessional that they both talked about her coming on the Braxtons. And this is the Braxtons, that's what this show is called. It's not called the Braxton Family Values. It's not called the Braxton Family Values. So don't be trying to make fools of people to say which show that you okay, and you talk to Tamar back, because Tamar been standing hands down, and she said that you said that y'all were talking and y'all talked about Ashley coming on the show. And I'm like, y'all not gonna make her out to be a liar, because I already saw what was going on. Okay? I love you, Tony. I love you now. And you're a great singer. And I understand that you trying to be the matriarch of all, and trying to take care of all of the ladies, and trying to take care of everybody. But you take care of your mama first, and take care of your family first, and then take care of your mother. And just don't take care of everybody. You just can't do it. You just don't have the money to do it. And you're constantly on tour. You done married Birdman secretly, and I'm pretty sure for money, so that you like your financial, allegedly. I'm gonna say alleged. You married him for financial gain. So I mean, come on now. Don't try to make it seem like people is fools up in here. Okay? And that was The Braxtons, season 2, episode 4. And I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm about to get this uploaded for y'all. See y'all until I do my review for y'all for Married at First Sight. And that shall be up before the end of the day. Bye, YouTube family.